All right, welcome back to Kamisha Reviews. I have the Queen, a special guest today. Hello, Raven. What's up? Yes, ma'am. I'm twerking a little bit right here
Okay, okay.
all day. First of all, did you know that you're the breakout star of this show? Period. Yes,
Period.
yes, ma'am. You are the breakout star. Like literally watching the first episode. That's all I talked about in my review. Just talking about it outside of the show, you were everything to everyone. And defying the odds and just being the queen that you are, I admire everything that you're doing. I want to say that first and foremost. Um, what I want to ask you first thing, how did you actually get into the circle? Was you recruited? Did you look out for it? How did that even happen?
So I applied. I applied to be on the show. And so I explained my vision, that I wanted more deaf representation on on the screen. And I told them that I would bring my own interpreter if I made it to the show, that they wouldn't have to worry about that part. They wouldn't have to worry about figuring out, how to bring on someone. So from there, they reached out to me and they said that they were interested. And they were interested in my vision. And
Okay.
then I asked afterwards, I said, Paris, you down? You down to come on the show? And he said, yes. From there, we did the audition together and then we got selected.
Yeah, because the duo together is everything. Like I feel Paris's energy. I feel your energy. It's everything. Even when Paris is talking, I'm like, this is like the most perfect duo. It's like
Period.
in a bag of chips. Okay.
Mm, mm,
Oh,
come on.
okay. I love the concept. I love the fact that you're doing this. It opened my eyes, which I feel was closed, to everything that you're talking about. I want you to speak more about closed captioning because I read somewhere how you want that more, and I want you to talk about that a little more freely because I didn't think about it that as well. You really are making me aware also.
So when it comes to closed captioning, everyone is on social media. Everyone watches TV, but no one really thinks about deaf people and their needs.
Mm.
We're all on TikTok. We're all on Instagram and Twitter. And many people post so much content, so much videos without captions, so it's not accessible. And I want to enjoy it. And I don't want to look at the videos and be like, what are you saying? So I often advise people, please caption your videos. Some people send me messages or voice messages, and I'm like, I'm deaf. I can't even respond because I don't know what you're saying. I'm like, you have to caption your stuff, caption your videos. I think sometimes people just forget that I'm deaf a lot of times. And so I have to kind of like embed it in their minds that listen, I am deaf. I can't hear what you're saying, but people don't think about that. It's important that if you have, I mean, obviously you're posting videos, right? You want people to know what you're putting out there. You want people to know whether you're educating people, you want them to know what you're talking about. So add captions so that
Mm.
everyone could be included, so that everyone gets the information. Not only that, but the captioning doesn't not only accommodate deaf people, it helps everyone.
Mm.
So
This
if you have, like you don't like if like let's say you have a baby or if you're at work, right? And the volumes and you don't want the volume to be up, you can easily look at the captions.
wow.
It,
Okay, that makes sense. That's yeah, like I said, you guys are it's opening up my eyes. So you
sorry,
are
I
a
want to
soldier.
add this part. Like it makes it convenient for everyone.
Okay, got you. I'm sorry. I look at you as a soldier, and I call people who are advocate for anything. I call them a soldier. So that's how I see you. Cause my son dealt with disability growing up. His hearing, so it made him to hear us speak as when you're trying to teach a child ABCs, they have to hear you how you sound words out. My son had a problem with that because he was underwater. And he had like a really bad infection. So when he would hear us speak, it was like he was underwater. So dealing with my son in that aspect, just hearing that you're advocate for, people with disabilities, I love that. Is a lot of pressure on you now that you're on TV, and yes, it's a beautiful thing that you're doing, but still you're human. To have all that pressure to be on TV and to be an advocate for people who are deaf, disabilities, do you feel the pressure now?
Um, I wouldn't say there's pressure. I mean, I've been educating loudly um, and advocating before the circle.
Mm-hmm.
I do think now that I'm on TV, that I can be the first person that
Mm,
somebody watches, right? The first deaf person that they see.
right.
Um, and so, yeah, people make assumptions, and I mean, I don't care about their assumptions. I mean, if they're negative assumptions, I don't care. But anyway, if someone, it's really, I want people to learn something when they see me. I want them to know that we all have assumptions, sure, about other people, but you have to be willing to unpack and be open and go in with an open mind and an open heart. Um, and know that what you learned before is not always the truth. You can unlearn things. You can change your thoughts about things all the time. So when you watch me in the circle, many people think that deaf people can't dance, that deaf people can't listen to music, that they can't,
Mm,
et cetera, and so forth. And it's always in the light of that they can't, right? So when they see me, I want them to see that deaf people can, except here.
okay.
And with that, you need to know that deaf people are not monolithic, right? We have different levels of hearing. Some people can talk, some people can't. Some people can hear some
Wow.
people can hear nothing. Some people can talk, but they choose not to. I mean, it runs the gamut. And so it's not a one size fits all kind of thing.
I'm being educated even now. This is this is information I think that people really honestly need to know about. Honestly, I have to admit I was pretty ignorant to a lot. I even have family members who are actually deaf, but even myself, I'd have never lived in your shoes. With that being said, I want to ask you a question about dating. You're a beautiful black woman and you are deaf and you're out here dating in this world, which dating is hard, period. Myself, I struggled. The George Jesus, I'm in Texas. So, how is it dating for you? It's probably crazy like everybody else's, but I'm just curious to know how your dating experience with everything that you're dealing with.
You mean as a deaf person? How's
Yes.
my dating
Well,
experience?
actually, as a black woman, dark skinned black woman, and deaf, because I think we have that as well.
Well, if you watch The Circle, you know that I have no problem flirting,
Period. Yeah.
period. But I think that my dating experience is similar to most people. I mean, you have some people who they have bad assumptions about
Mhm.
people who are deaf. They're like, "Oh, you're deaf. Oh, never mind. I'm good." And
Mhm.
they don't continue it from there. But those people are closed-minded.
100%.
And I'm like, "Okay, I don't want to be with you anyway." Right? Like if
Period.
dating for me, you have to have a specific perspective. I mean, you have to be open-minded about it. I am deaf and I come from a deaf family. So if I'm with someone, you need to know that, hearing or deaf, that you have to be willing to learn ASL. You have to have a good view of deaf people, that there might be a chance that we might have children who are deaf, right? Like you shouldn't be ashamed of deafness.
Mhm.
So you just have to be willing to, I mean, and I have a lot of deaf friends too, and deaf family members. Most of my social circles and the people that I hang out with either know ASL, are interpreters, or are deaf. So if you're hearing and you want to kind of come into my life, you have to be willing to be part of this world as well.
Mm.
So that's how I always, I mean, like that question, when that question comes up, I'm just like, all right, if you have a deaf child, would you be good with that? And most of the times they say yeah. Some people say no, but I'd be like, bye, boy, bye.
Bye. Period. I mean,
Mhm.
it baby. It doesn't matter about any of that. I agree 100%. Ooh, wow, that's interesting because I know I struggle. You probably do better than me in dating. I ain't gonna lie. I'm older. I live in Texas. It's trash in Dallas. I'm sorry. So speaking of the tea, you on the circle, Miss thing, with your flirt and everything. What's going on with that? I know you can't tell me spoiled. I know how this go. I've been doing it for a long time, but did you expect to find somebody to flirt with going into the circle? Because this was like an unexpected, beautiful surprise, I will say.
Hmm. Um. So my goal going into the game was that I wanted to be authentically myself. That was my strategy. And I didn't want to be a catfish. I didn't want, I mean, I'm a very honest person. I don't have time to lie and try to keep up with the lie and then tell more lies. I was like, we ain't doing that. And then I knew I would mess up. So I feel like that would be too stressful of a game. And the game itself is already stressful. So that I'm gonna be myself, and that's the easiest part. That's easy, right? I can to just be authentically myself.
Yes.
I felt like people in general like me, so it was nice to kind of test it in the game to see if I could become popular. And I felt like that was the real test for me. So I mean, I was open. I was open to flirting. I wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go in the game. I'm gonna flirt with everybody. I'm gonna get a circle boyfriend. La la la. La. No, I wasn't doing that. I was like, I'm a natural flirt. It's part of my personality. I'm friendly, and obviously, if I see a nice looking man, then I can't resist the urge. I mean, who can, right? Who can?
Yeah. Yes.
But 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 any but I saw the opportunity and I flirted. I mean, it wasn't my game plan, but if it happens, it happens.
Mm. So yeah, that's kind of the buzz. First of all, you're the breakout star, you and Paris, and then the whole love situation going on. The flirting is really cute. I love how authentic you are. When you're like winning the influencer in the beginning, it was not a surprise. I was like, she's everything in the bag of chips. That's why she is a threat. Period. Would you ever do it in a reality show like Big Brother? And the reason why I said that because I covered that show and it's about your social game, and you are A1 with that, and you're very smart. So would you do any more reality TV like the Big Brother or some kind of other reality TV?
So I actually would. Now, I'm a little late to the Big Brother game. I just started. I know. I know. I just started. It's only because of Brett that I found out later. I was like, he's in Big Brother. What's Big Brother? Then I started watching it, and so I'm like, oh, that's what it is. I mean, I love it. I started watching Big Brother 24 and 23. I started with those first because I'm just like, baby,
That's perfect.
I want to know. I saw that two black people won, so I was like, oh baby, I got to start there, and and I really loved it. I'm just like, there's a lot of similarities to the circle and Big Brother. It's
Mm-hmm.
in person. You're in this house with
Yeah.
different people. You're doing like activities. But I'm watching. I'm like, yeah, I could definitely play this game. And I think that people like they see more strategic than they actually play.
Mm-hmm.
They make alliances, and so I think that that will be challenging. Trying to think of it in another way. So with Big Brother, yeah, I would love to do that, but moreover, I would like to do Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, okay.
I'm manifesting that. I'm putting that out in the air right
Yeah,
now.
do that. Let's put that out
Mhm,
there. I think
mhm.
that's a great idea. Your personality is super big. It needs to be for everybody to see. And I mean literally, like you bounce. Like when you come on camera from the hair color to your just everything on the inside. I completely agree, whether it be, Dance with the Stars or Big Brother. Big Brother, I think you would do a good job in that because your social game, that's the biggest part of that game. And I even interviewed Taylor, of course, the queen who won. I did. It was just everything to interview her, and I would love to see you break some barriers too because the issue with reality TV, dark skinned black women are not seen. So one of the things I love about seeing you on there, you're making us seen. Even black bloggers, whatever. It's just we're not. They love to bury us, and we have so much star power and juice. We need to be showing out to everybody. So you embody all of that to me.
Aw,
I just
thank
want to know
you.
that.
I love it. I love it.
I love her. I love her. She's one of my, I shouldn't say it, but I'm a blogger, but you're one of my favorites on the show. I don't care who hears it. And
Aw,
you
that
came,
means a
you
lot.
took some time out of your day to come on my little channel, even though nothing about me is little, but you know. I look at it as a blessing and thank you for taking time out. I know you're booked and you're busy and you'll be continue to be booked and busy because not because you're deaf, just because of who you are. I want to make sure that that's I enjoyed this interview. You're just a beautiful person all the way up. I'm honored by your presence. I really am. And you've taught me a lot. I'm doing my own research just because of what you have put out there. The closed captioning, I'm going to try to add that to my channel when they watch my videos and live, that they're able to see closed caption because of what you said. So you are making a difference within me anyway.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's
Well,
awesome. Yes. Shout out to that. Yes.
that's how I go like this. Is that
Like this.
hold on? How's the fire? Is the fire like this? Because you fire. Is that fire? Am I doing it
Like
right?
this. Like
Oh,
this.
like,
Mhm.
okay. All right, Mama. Thank you, Queen, for coming on. How do you do Queen? How do you do Queen? How do you do Queen? How do you do Queen?
Like this. Queen.
Like
So this
this?
is the letter Q, your index and your thumb.
Okay. Like
Uh-huh.
this?
Yep.
I love it.
Queen. Queen.
Yes, because you are that, Mama. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming on.
So are you.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You are a queen as well.
Oh, thank you. I do,
Mm-hmm.
know that, but I do appreciate it. I like to let other queens know who they are
Mm.
because when you come on my channel and take time for me, I think I appreciate everyone's time. It's important to me, so I just value that from it. You know, especially when you come now, this breakout star, and you are that. It's just an honor for me. This is the first time I've done an interview like this, and so it's just special to me. So it's gonna always be close to my heart. Honestly, this is the best one I've ever done. This is a short interview, but it's one of the best I've done. I've enjoyed myself.
I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for reaching out. I really enjoyed this interview with you. I mean, I'm so excited. A
Yes,
million thanks.
I will let you guys know when everything is done. But then again, appreciate it. Please coming on and be blessed, Mama, and stay being you, the queen that you are.
Period.
All right, y'all. This is Commission Reviews. We had the Queen on here today. So again, thank you for coming by. You make sure you check out the circle. I'm on the second installment. Do not miss out. Binge it, watch it. It's everything in a bag of chips. Period, Mama. I need to dye my hair blue now because I'm loving this blue color. All right, y'all. With that being said, we're about to be out of here. I love you. Bye.